হ্যালো ফ্রেন্ডস, আজকে আমরা হায়ার সেকেন্ডারি 2020 কোশ্চেন পার্ট বি আনসার কোশ্চেনের আনসার নিয়ে আলোচনা করব। চট করে আনসারগুলো মিলিয়ে নাও। এইমাত্র তোমার পরীক্ষা দিয়ে এলে। পার্ট বি একের দাগে একের কোশ্চেন, মিসেস জোন্স ওয়ান্টেড টু টিচ রজার রাইট ফ্রম রং। ফার্স্ট আনসার হচ্ছে রাইট ফ্রম রং। What tantalized the narrator was the perfume of the girl's hair. The perfume of the girl's hair. দুইয়ের দাগের আনসার হচ্ছে perfume of the girl's hair. What tantalized the narrator was the perfume of the girl's hair. Next question. The most necessary man is he. The most necessary man is he with whom you are. The most necessary man is he with whom you are. দেখো আসছে না, দেখো। আচ্ছা, the most necessary man is he with whom you are. Charer, the words of Abdul Kalam's father filled him with a strange energy and enthusiasm. Answer হচ্ছে enthusiasm. Right? তাহলে চারটা আনসার right from wrong. Perfume of the girl's hair, with whom you are, আর চারের আনসার হচ্ছে enthusiasm. দুইয়ের দাগে, what did the narrator asked the new fellow traveler about the girl? The narrator asked the new fellow traveler if he could tell him whether the girl had kept her hair long or short. Whether the girl had kept her hair long or short. Who was a very close friend of Abdul Kalam's father? Taksi Lakshmana Shastri was a very close friend of Abdul Kalam's father. Taksi Lakshmana Shastri was a very close friend of Abdul Kalam's father. What lesson of life did Roger learn at the end of the story from Mrs. Jones? তাহলে তিনের কোশ্চেন, হোয়াট লেসন অফ লাইফ ডিড রজার লার্ন অ্যাট দি এন্ড অফ দ্য স্টোরি ফ্রম মিসেস জোন্স। আনসার হচ্ছে স্টিলিং ইজ নট এ রাইট অ্যান্ড অ্যাকসেপ্টেবল কাইন্ড অফ বিহেভিয়ার ইজ দ্য লেসন দ্যাট রজার লার্নস ফ্রম মিসেস জোন্স। The stealing is not a right and acceptable kind of behavior. This is the lesson that Roger learns. Right, what did the wounded man promise the jar? Answer হচ্ছে the wounded man promised that he would serve him as his most faithful slave and would bid his sons to do the same. That he would serve him as his most faithful slave and would bid his sons to do the same. পাঁচের, why did the narrator think that his voice must have startled the girl? The narrator thought that his voice must have startled the girl. Answer T. The narrator thought that his voice must have startled the girl because he must have been sitting in a dark corner of a train compartment. Because he must have been sitting in a dark corner of a train compartment. পরে question, how was Abdul Kalam's mother's lineage different from his father's? Different from his father. How was Abdul Kalam's mother lineage different from his father's? Kalam's mother lineage was the more distinguished one. One of her forebears having been bestowed the title of Bahadur by the British. Next question, why did Mrs. Jones call the boy a liar? Mrs. Jones called the boy a liar because the boy said that he had not aimed to snatch or steal Mrs. Jones's purse. Next question, what was the second question of the jar? The second question of the jar was, who are the most necessary people in one's life? Who are the most necessary people in one's life? পরেরটি পোয়েট্রি পার্ট থেকে, পোয়েম থেকে, but the eternal summer shall not fade. Here thy refers to Shakespeare's friend. The poet seems to suggest that in order to kill a tree, total destruction of the roots will do the job. তিনের, being tired the grasshopper rests beneath some pleasant weed. Right, আনসারটা হচ্ছে some pleasant weed. The word red hole means bullet wounds. তাহলে তার চারটা আনসার। তাহলে Shakespeare's friend, eternal summer, thy refers to Shakespeare's friend. The poet seems to suggest that in order to kill a tree, total destruction of the roots will do the job. Being tired, the grasshopper rests beneath some pleasant weed. Pleasant weed, answer, pleasant weed. The word rest, the red hole means bullet wounds. আচ্ছা, 4 থেকে 1 In what form of verse is the poem On Killing a Tree is written? What form of verse is the poem On Killing a Tree written? The poem is written in free verse. Free verse. The poem is written in free verse. Where are the feet of the soldiers placed? The feet of the soldiers are placed among the flowers. What does the line "every fear from fear sometimes decline" mean? The line means that every beautiful being or thing loses its beauty through natural process of decay or accident. Whose voice shall run from hedge to hedge? A grasshopper's voice runs from hedge to hedge. A grasshopper's voice runs from hedge to hedge. What is mean by leproside? Leproside means the bark of a tree. The bark of a tree which is like the skin of a leprosy patient. Which is like the skin of a leprosy patient. What is the soldier's smile compared to? The soldier's smile is compared to an infant, gentle, without complexity or without guile. The soldier's smile is compared to an infant, gentle, without complexity. In which month can the darling birds be seen? In May. The darling birds can be seen in May. What does Keats celebrate in the poem The Poetry of Art? Keats celebrates ceaseless music of nature in the Poetry of Art. Keats celebrates the ceaseless and constant music of nature in the Poetry of Art. আমার ড্রামা পার্ট থেকে দেখো, Lomov hoped to go for shooting. Lomov hoped to go for shooting after the harvest. When Lomov arrived, Natalie was selling peas for drying. When Natalia comes to know that Lomov had come to propose her, she asked her father to bring him back. When Natalia comes to know that Lomov had come to propose her, she asked her father to bring him back. The first argument between Lomov and Natalia was over land. So that's all, friend. Next ভিডিওতে আমি গ্রামার কোশ্চেনের আনসারগুলো আপলোড করব। থ্যাংক ইউ, বাই বাই, বেস্ট অফ লাক টু অল।